This is Dr. Pepper Friday Night Rivals.
Just 2 miles separate these two campuses here in Mobile, Alabama, a rivalry which used to take place on the last week of the regular season, but tonight it kicks off the 2023 high school football season here in Mobile. Ervin S. Cooper Stadium, UMS-Wright playing host to the St. Paul's Saints, and we kick off our season right here as well tonight. Good evening, I'm Jim Cox, my partner, as always, Dan Brennan, year 24.
Yeah.
Terry Curtis of UMS has been here 25 years, just 1 year more than us, so that's how we keep track, right?
Well, he's had greater success than we have. I think you're going to grade it out, but what a coach he's been, and winningest coach in the state of Alabama.
Yep, we're going to talk a lot about him tonight. St. Paul's, really, Ham Barnett, new coach last year, got hot at the end of the year, and they made a nice run in the playoffs, and now year two, everybody kind of knows what to expect with Coach Barnett, and it is nice when you have a leader on the defensive side of the ball that some are saying might be the best prospect in the entire state in 2026.
Yeah, that's the word. His name is Anthony Tank Jones, 6'3", 230 pounds. If you were to build a linebacker, there he is. He's only a sophomore. Jim was pointing that out. So, great young player. UMS-Wright likes to run the football up the middle. We'll see how well they can do it tonight.
Yeah, he's a guy who could just change the game with a big play, create a turnover. Might see him on offense. He caught 10 passes last year. He's a big weapon on that side of the ball as well. Speaking of weapons on the offensive side, Joe Lott for this UMS-Wright Bulldog team. We saw him last year. He was amazing on special teams, amazing as the starter at safety, and now just one of those great athletes. He's going to be QB1 this year.
Yeah, senior year, Joe Lott's going to get the call. Maybe a little nerves tonight, but what an athlete. Keep an eye on him. They'll try to run him a good bit. Run and pass option, obviously, but Joe can really go, and you're going to probably see them try to design some runs that get to the outside and allow Joe to get to the corner.
As we said, these campuses are only 2 miles apart. It's a long-time rivalry here in Mobile. The kids all know each other, and we're ready to kick this one off coming up right after this. UMS-Wright and St. Paul's tonight here on Old Shell Road in Mobile. UMS-Wright and St. Paul's, the Saints and the Bulldogs matching up here tonight in Mobile. And let's send it on down to the field now and get our Mobile County Sheriff's Office coin toss. So, Saints going to get the ball first. We get a good look there at South Alabama commit Asher Hale. When they say he's nasty, they mean that like in a good way during the 3 hours of the game on Friday night.
Right, the way you want your offensive lineman to attack the day, that's what he does, and that's a good sign. You got a guy been starting since he was a sophomore, but he's certainly a lot stronger, and that temperament will always pay dividends on the offensive line.
Drew Ginsburg will kick off for the Saints. Camden Taylor and Bo Wills. Oh, now, so correct myself here. It'll be the Bulldogs kicking off. Kingston Fan will kick it deep. Tate Johnston, Anthony Frazier, and Cade Horton will be back deep for the Saints. And we are ready to get this season underway of Friday Night Rivals here on UTV 44. We welcome everyone watching on Stadium across the country tonight. Fan squibs this one back. Down toward the 10, out across the 15. Big gap out near the 30. Johnston across the 40, and he's brought down at the 46. And Johnston, a big playmaker for this Saints team before an injury last year. They're going to try to get him the ball a lot on offense this season. You can see why, all the way out to the 46.
Yeah, the name's familiar. His brothers played and starred at Spanish Fort High School. His game is more speed, really, than his brothers were. Grit and brute strength. The linebacker could run a little bit. I guess the quarterback could, too, before the injury.
Braxton Bird back for a second year to start. Gives this one off to Frazier, and Frazier into Bulldog territory. And now a late flag comes in at the 40 at the end of that play, as he picked up 14.
That's all offensive line right there, Jim, and they've coming back from a year ago, that entire offensive line.
Gonna get a holding down field at the, it's like a receiver blocking out on the edge.
It wasn't necessary. That O-line drove UMS downfield, and Frazier looks good at tailback.
Wow, wipes out the gain of 14, and they'll move it right back to midfield here and bring up about a 2nd and 6.
This team is faster than a year ago, Jim. They're kind of young in some spots, but they have got good athletic quickness.
Estage and Johnson up top, and they go right back up the middle again. And the sophomore Frazier replacing Drew Williamson, who transferred to Spanish Fort, and he's going to bring up 3rd and short. Let's take a look at our Greer starting lineup for the St. Paul Saints. Talked about Bird, and we're going to have Frazier back there, Stokes as well, Estes on the outside, and Johnson. All 5 of their offensive linemen started last year. Hale, Martin, Farnell, Thompson, and Odell. So you get 5 returners up front. Stevens and then Hensley play some wide receiver as well. Johnston in motion. And now flags before the snap. So after that first down, they'll back it up 5 yards. 1st and 15. Greer starting lineup for UMS on defense. Stewart and Bassett. Lambert in the middle. Marcelo returns as a starter, as does Holston at linebacker. Hand, Reed, and Arundel. Then you got Scott, the 2 Scotts, James and Charlie, and William Tanner back there. You also see Joe Lott come back there some, because he was such a star back there for them, and they'll get almost the full 5 back.
Jimmy, the way you see offensive lines lean on a team, and by the 4th quarter, they're pushing them all around. That started happening from the get-go here tonight, at least what we're seeing so far.
2nd and 10 at the 44. Now Will Abrams, who is a starter on the linebacking, as a linebacker on the other side, he'll come in and check into the backfield this time as they move Frazier out to the slot. Now they'll bring him back in behind Bird, and Abrams out there to block for him. A flag up on the far side. Ball came loose, and they will say that Frazier was down, but it looks like we're going to get another pre-snap here.
Yeah, I don't think Frazier was ever set at tailback. So the thing stopping St. Paul's right now is St. Paul's.
Yeah. Going to pick up another flag here. Going to make it a 2nd and 15.
Illegal formation on the offense. Take it down. Illegal formation on the.
They haven't.
Get a good look at the 2nd and 15.
A lot of 2nd and 15 so far.
Yeah.
But they haven't thrown a pass yet, I don't believe.
Bird 5'10", about 185. Estes in motion to the top of the screen. Now they'll look to zip it out to him, and he's got his first touch of the night. Turns it up at midfield, and he'll get brought down there. William Tanner, the junior, came up from his safety spot, made a good open field tackle. Estes not super easy to bring down in space.
No, Estes is a good player, maybe their most experienced wide receiver. This team's got some players, I'll tell you that. Not a good throw right there by Bird. Kept Estes from accelerating a lot quicker.
And then Marcelo came in and finished him off with a big hit at the end. So 3rd and 13.
Little confusion on St. Paul's side here, trying to get people in and out, right personnel, and get the play off.
Play clock's down inside 5 now. Estes to the bottom of the screen, and Hamp Barnett's going to have to take a timeout. It's a good timeout there to save that penalty, because they weren't going to get it off.
Timeout on the field. St. Paul first.
All right, we'll take a break. Timeout, big 3rd down coming. 3 minutes into this one, scoreless here in Mobile. Jim Cox, Dan Brennan here at UMS-Wright. Scoreless early on in the first quarter here. Saints had to take a timeout. They were going to get another penalty as that play clock was precariously down inside 1 before they got the play stopped. And now 3rd and 13. As Dan said, the only thing that stopped the Saints on this drive has been themselves in penalties. Bird steps up, pressure coming, pressure from the backside. Now just zings this one out of bounds. And UMS comes up with the stop. And now a late flag over to the near side. Not sure that one got back to the line of scrimmage, Dan.
Yeah, that might have been it right there. Let's
intentional grounding here.
Prepare yourself. The ref's about to talk.
McNeil Mosteller with some pressure there. Also, Mac McGinley, the junior, kind of came in and chased Bird from the backside. We're going to wave it off and no.
Holding on the defense. 10-yard penalty with 3 third down.
Wow.
Holding on the defense.
It's so they have 1 flag over here on the near side. I think they picked up and waved that one off. Then there was another one downfield. So now UMS kind of bails out St. Paul's here. Look at Terry Curtis, all-time winningest coach in the state of Alabama. 348 wins. You see 271 of those here at UMS.
Jim, that says a lot right there. Now, fumble? Yes, no?
Third down's going to be
3rd and 3.5, and they had no doubt what they were going to do. They just lined up in power and ran it right at UMS-Wright. This offensive line for St. Paul's, you can tell they're all back. And in between, they spent some time in the weight room. Look at that push. Wow.
So Roof Doctors first down and up to the 33-yard line. What a costly penalty that holding penalty was on UMS. They're about to get the ball back. Bird, play fake, rolling out to his right. Now he's going to keep it, pulls it down with a nice ball fake, and he's inside the 25. Going to pick up 9.
Very efficient, take away the penalties, the way they're moving this ball. And again, most of it on the ground. This little pass run option, Bird can move it a little bit, but again, the holes are so big.
Yeah, picks up 9. Bird started for this team as a junior, as a sophomore last year. And they'll keep Frazier in the backfield. Now we also see Anthony Jones, big linebacker, check in at tight end. Scrambling. Bird fires that one away as the pressure was coming from Kaplan Reed, the sophomore linebacker.
You got to take a chance like that. That's a good down to do it. You bring Jones in. All the attention is on the left side where he is, and it's a bootleg to the outside trying to get somebody free there. Pressure by UMS ruined everything. Good play.
Yeah, Reed got in there. Smart play also by Bird, though. Say, hey, nothing there. Just chuck it out of bounds.
Absolutely. You got 3rd and 1. 2 downs to get 1 yard.
Late substitution coming here. Eli Thompson in, replaces Johnston for the Saints. Now a little confusion on the Saints line as they line up tight. Frazier on the right side, and he's going to be just short. Kaplan Reed said, hey, I ended up with the football there. Nope, they're going to give him progress and say he's got the first down.
He just needed 1. He got about 2.5.
Still the first drive of the game to the Roof Doctors. First down for us here. Approaching 5 minutes. And Jones, you think about him, and the big sophomore coming into block, but he did have 10 receptions last year as a freshman.
He's a tantalizing talent. You got to use him when you can.
And now St. Paul's going to take their second timeout of this drive here.
Timeout on the field.
So timeout here with 6:58 remaining in the first.
Hey, if you want to be this week's Wendy's Giant of the Week, if you play football in any high school in our Alabama viewing area, you could win. Log on to mynbc15.com, click on the contest tab, and be entered for a Wendy's Giant of the Week prize pack. Rules and regulations do apply.
So the Saints have to take that timeout here. They're going to get another one coming up here. We'll have a heat timeout at the first stoppage after the 6-minute mark. And it's amazing as hot as it's been down here on the Gulf Coast. About 45 minutes before the game, got one cloud came in and saved us all a lot of sweat.
That cloud basically escorted the sun down every inch of the way, and thank goodness for that. We have a little breeze up here. It's beginning to die down now. I'll tell you what's very impressive is this line of scrimmage for the Saints.
Bird looking right side, strong arms that one to the far side as he was trying to get it to Cooper Estes, his second catch of the night, and he'll pick up about 8.
Yeah, quick out right here. He believes that Estes is good. Yep, Estes comes back for the ball. Saints are doing what they want to do, Jim.
Second and short coming up as Saints have moved into the Dr. Pepper maroon zone. Boy, you got to think just keep pounding it here, right? They got Jones on the right side. Bird, of course, looks for Jones. He's got him. Touchdown. Pound, 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 right?
Pound, 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 and then lay it out there for the guy that is probably going to be an SEC linebacker in a few years. Anthony Tank Jones.
10 receptions last year, and he's got that one. And wow, just kind of leaked out there. Was all alone. It's going to be a mismatch anytime he's out there. That's an UMS Calvert touchdown. UMS Calvert, innovation in steel, strengthened by people now hiring at UMSCalvertjobs.com. PAT. And Drew Ginsburg gives the Saints the 7-0 lead. Impressive drive to open up the season.
Yeah, I would say so.
Battled some penalties, but ended up, it's Bird to the big guy, the sophomore, the linebacker, the touchdown. Saints on top 7-0. Saints had some penalties, had to take a couple of timeouts, but in the end, marched it down the field and got the big kickoff return, had a short field. Impressive drive to start the game.
You know, all's well that ends well. You burned a couple of timeouts, but man, that was impressive on a number of fronts, Jim. It was impressive from the physicality of the offensive line. It was impressive by the scheme and design that they would certainly employ the pass when they wanted to, even though they could run it anytime they wanted to as well. They hurt themselves with penalties.
UMS hurt themselves with a penalty when they had stopped him on 3rd and 14.
Yeah, that was a big one right there. That was about as impressive a start for the Saints as you could want if you're a St. Paul's fan.
Ginsburg will kick this one off. Camden Taylor and Bo Wills, the deep men for the Bulldogs. Ginsburg was their kicker last season as well. Puts this one high, and Wills will take it at about the 7. Wills up the middle with a big hole, and he too with an impressive return out to the 33, and we'll see the UMS-Wright offense come out here. We said Joe Lott will be their leader at quarterback.
Yeah, this is the quarterback debut, I do believe, of Joe Lott, certainly starting
middle school. He's played a lot in middle school. But
okay.
At the high school level, this is his first start.
Yeah, there's a pretty big difference there. Plus, you've got UTV 44. You got a nationwide audience with the stadium bunch. So thank you for watching.
7 touchdowns last year, rushed for 250 yards.
This line's going to have to do something to protect him.
He goes under center. Little play fake, rolls out, wants to take a toss, and it's just over the head. His intended receiver, Denton Elliott.
Tell you what, this defense for St. Paul's, they've got some size.
Our Greer starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Ott's a 3-year starter, Liston a 2-year starter. Then you got Dean Weston and Hayden Breel kind of anchor up there with 3 coming back to start for his 3rd year. Yance, 2-year returning starter at tight end. Taylor and Elliott, Rowan McMahon. The wide receivers, you got Jake J and Bo Wills. We'll see them both in the backfield. Taylor there as well. And we'll start off with Bo Wills next to Joe Lott. Lott going to keep it himself on the right side, drops the shoulder and takes a hit up at the 38. Going to get about 5 and bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that's something, quite frankly, Terry Curtis wanted to see. You're going to be the quarterback. We're going to run this offense through you. Are you going to be tough enough to take the hits and deliver the hits?
St. Paul's starting lineup is brought to you by Greer's, Kern, McLeod, 2-year starter, and Cross, Abrams, and Jones. We talked all about Jones. We'll talk about what he did last year, including those 15 sacks and 20 tackles for losses. Abrams returns as a starter, as does Baker. And then you got Cade Horton, really talented 3-year starter at corner. Johnson, Stone, and Gable round out the secondary. 3rd and 4 here for the Bulldogs. Lott goes on a hard count. Gives it off. Wills. Looks like he's going to have the first down to about the 41. He's going to be just touch short, maybe, Dan?
Yeah, the way they got it on the sidelines, it looks like he's maybe a half a yard short.
So
it's early for gut check time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he got quarterback who rushed for 250 yards last year. He could get just a little push to go straight ahead.
About to find out.
Lott gives it off. Wills hit, breaks free, and he's going to get it up. Now he lost the football, recovered by the Saints. Football came loose. Jabarius Stone falls on it. Wow, so much happened on that play. Wills was going to be stopped short of the first down. Then he breaks free, gets into Saints territory. The ball comes loose at the end of the play, and Stone recovers.
Man, this is a great run by Wills because he is stoned right there and somehow slides to the left and gets loose. And now, lack of ball security. Quite frankly, Jim, once he got loose.
Cam Gable knocked it free, and then Stone recovered it.
A tough, feisty run by Wills. Tough break for the Bulldogs. This team that moved it right down the field first time out, they've got it now near midfield.
Yeah, great field position again. Bird looking to take a shot, pressure coming his. He fires, that one hangs up in the air and incomplete. As the heat was coming from Jeff Holston, the junior linebacker almost got there, hit him just as he released it, and that one was up for grabs. But you could see Ham Barnett saying, all right, turn over to your midfield. Let's go. Let's take a shot here.
A lot of people do that. I mean, they just ran it so well that first bunch of plays. I could really see them going back to just that.
As we approach 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter.
Frazier back in the backfield. Let's see.
Pitch it off on Johnston, trying to get to the edge, and what a great open field tackle by Holston there. Brings him down for a loss back at the 45.
Holston stretched it out, Jim.
Talk about the speed that Johnston has. That's his game, but he was never able to cut it back toward the upfield side.
They've got, this reminds me of Daphne back in 2010 with the Globetrotter offense. Remember that? All those levers they could pull.
Yep. And now 3rd and 11 with a loss of 1 on the tackle for a loss by Holston.
This would be a big stop for UMS if they were to get it.
Yep. Thompson to the top of the screen. Johnson in motion, looking to set up maybe a little screen. Now Bird wants to pull it down, and he's going to get dropped for a short gain. And good coverage by the Bulldogs. If you did have a wide open Hensley streaking up the near side with no one around him.
Wow. Never saw him.
Bird had the pressure coming right away. That is a big stop for this Bulldog defense after the turnover at midfield. Taylor. Back deep, punter. Ginsburg again. Good kick. Fair catch called for at the 15 by Camden Taylor. UMS will get it back here. 2:42 to go. UMS only run 3 plays. The Saints with an impressive touchdown drive to start this one. Bulldogs get it back after this. See Terry Curtis over there on the UMS sidelines. Talked about his record to open the broadcast, and you kind of see he wanted to get Joe Lott involved in the game. A couple things. Had a pass, kind of a shot attempt there, and then also had him run it. Wanted to kind of get him to kind of get the feel for the game.
Exactly.
Early. Lott gives it off. Go right back to Wills, who had the fumble, and he pushes this one out to about the 22-yard line.
Good player for St. Paul's, and I'm noticing is 55 McLeod. Big kid. He's only a sophomore, I do believe.
Junior. Started as a sophomore,
now.
Yeah.
Okay. Really good baseball player, too. Injured his shoulder playing baseball near the end of last year, but he's good to go. Big body, good football player.
Wills got 5 there on first down. Taylor split up top. Elliott to the bottom of the screen, and he'll put Yance, the tight end, in motion. Gives it off again, and not much doing there on the left side as Wills was blocked up, and the freshman Will Abrams comes in there to make the stop. That was Will Taylor, the big 224-pound back, and just not a lot of room to get anything going there. So the freshman made the stop and brings up a 3rd and 4 here for UMS.
This is where Joe Lott's going to make his get his recognition, getting first downs, critical 3rd down.
Empty backfield, and now it's going to turn a 3rd and 4 into a 3rd and 9. We had some
outside. I'll start on the offense. I have the opportunity to pick it up.
Such a difference between 3rd and 4, 3rd and 9, especially when you're backed up here inside your own 20.
Yeah, I mean, you could do 2 things, but you could hand it off here and hope that Wills or whoever could bust it for 9 yards, but more than likely this is a throwing down. And you're deep in your own territory to boot.
Empty backfield again. Now a keeper for Lott. Lott across the 20 to the 25. And it's going to be enough for about 8. So this will be a yard short. No, now they're hold on. We got an official saying first down.
Okay. You're going to give it to him. Well, I forgot about that part of the equation. Lott can run it, and he did. Quarterback draw. Got him
9 on the Roof Doctor's first down.
Yeah, got him just what he needed.
Yeah, had an official over there saying it was going to be 4th down. He's going to be short. Then referee said, no, that's a first. That's a first down as we're inside half a minute to go here in the first. Lott looking to throw again, steps up, fires that one complete, able to get it off to Denton Elliott. Elliott lost the football over on the UMS sidelines, but it went out of bounds. And he's going to pick up about 11. Another Roof Doctor's first down.
3rd time the ball's been on the ground tonight, I think, because St. Paul's has dropped it a time or 2.
If you're a UMS player, is the last place you want to fumble right on the sideline in front of your head coach, Terry Curtis?
Well, it's just a longer walk over there if you're on this sideline, but the result's going to be the same.
Let's see if this will be the last play, maybe. Of the opening quarter. So back-to-back first downs for the Bulldogs. Wills behind Lott. He'll take it up the middle, and Wills is going to pick up dang near close to another first down. He's going to get 9. And that'll close out the opening quarter. And now UMS on the march a bit here.
Into the first quarter. Into the first quarter.
All right. Through one. St. Paul's on top 7-0. Second quarter coming up after this.
We have teamed up with Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola Bottling Company, United, to bring you the ultimate high school football experience. Also got a cool twist on what the winning team gets this year, too. We'll talk about that at halftime.
All righty.
Thanks to Dr. Pepper.
2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs here, who's converted a 3rd and 9 on this drive. See Ham Barnett, second year here at St. Paul's. Went to the quarterfinals last year. Lott again looks to throw, sets up, wants to take a shot the right side, and that went through the hands of Kenny Johnson. Free safety for the Saints was closing in on that one.
Yeah, lots of senior, but there's the inexperience of quarterback, Jim. He should not have let that one go at all.
Camden Taylor was the intended receiver over there, but
trying to get some candy on 2nd and 1, right?
Yep, bring up a 3rd and 1 here for the Bulldogs. Lott going to keep it, wants to stutter step to the outside, gets around Jones, and he's going to have another Roof Doctors first down as he's upended at the 44.
Well, he's got good speed.
And when Jones is there, there's a reason to have the good speed,
yeah,
right?
That's right. Extra motivation. Your 4.55 becomes a 4.51. Or whatever Lott does run, I don't really have any idea. I just know that athletically he's got some stuff.
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Super fast and turned the corner there and picked up the first down to the 44. UMS from the far hash wills the deep back. Take it to him again, and now Lott fires looking for the middle of the field. Double coverage, and it's almost intercepted, dropped. Johnson was there again. Might have forced that one a little.
He did. I mean, double coverage. Obviously, the safety was over high.
Was looking for Taylor, and Johnson had a chance to pull that one down. Take a
Just
look
a
here.
junior, Johnson, by the way. Yeah, safety's in good shape right there.
Just overthrown, and Johnson couldn't hold on, or it would have been the second takeaway of the night for the Saints.
Who did what?
A lot of pointing
Yeah.
each way, and one's going to go against UMS and make it a second and 15.
The movement by
everybody moved except the ball.
Yeah, St. Paul's might have jumped a little bit, but UMS-Wright then reacted to it, and they end up getting the flag.
Okay, have to think a lot of these throws, things just Terry Curtis kind of challenges. You say young quarterback, he's a senior, but you know, in terms of playing, challenge him early on in the game, try to get him a little rhythm, confidence, and find out exactly what he's got there. A lot on the keeper, pitches it back off to Wills, and Wills will pick up maybe 4. Good defense by the Saints on that option play.
Yeah, it was good. Johnson kind of whipped on the tackle there. He's in good position. Wills had a little wiggle at the end of that run. Picks up enough to make it for 10 yards now for the first down. I think what we're going to see is, I wouldn't be surprised if see more, maybe not in this position, but more of Joe Lott packages for him to run the ball. Power, counter.
Yep. Third and 10 Yance will get set to the right. Watt looks to cut it on the inside. He's swallowed up quickly again. The freshman Will Abrams was there. St. Paul's had that defended out, had the pitch defended well to the outside.
I mean, they had it locked down. This is like Oklahoma in 1973 here, watching a little option ball like this. Not exactly the wishbone, but still interesting as the play unfolds. It's basically what Lott is doing, is tempting you to either take him or the pitch man. St. Paul's was ready for it.
So he'll bring up Will Taylor to punt. Cade Horton back deep, high snap. Taylor with a short punt. And be down at the 24-yard line. So St. Paul's defense continues to be impressive here tonight. Pitching a shutout thus far. 2 minutes into the second. Friday night rivals tonight here in Mobile.
Hey, since 2016, Andy Citron Injury Attorneys has partnered with Friday Night Rivals, supporting student athletes and furthering education. Once again, Andy Citron will award a $5,000 scholarship to one of our scholastic athletes. So good going by Andy.
Thanks to Andy, yeah.
Appreciate his support.
It's become a tradition here on our Friday Night Rivals broadcasts. Hey, just up the road here, big game, Lipscomb Academy now just scored on a 69-yard screen pass. They lead Saraland 7-3. Out in West Mobile, Baker leads Theodore by a score of 3-0. Frazier falls ahead to just inside the 25 on first down here for the Saints.
If you weren't here earlier, the first time the Saints had the ball, that offensive line was really doing some work. See if UMS has made any adjustments. And if they have, what St. Paul's might do to adjust to that.
Good look there at the sophomore Frazier. He had the hot hand for them early on that first drive. Now they'll go a tight formation. Back to Frazier, cuts it to the inside and pick up a few and bring up third down here for the Saints.
Frazier 6 carries, about 34 yards so far tonight, so he's had a good first quarter and change.
So third and a handful here for the Saints. It's kind of settling into a bit of a slugfest, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Estes split out to the top. Bird in the pocket, floats it to the near side. It's broken up. Good job by William Tanner, the junior safety. Good coverage back there.
Boy, that's a good athletic play by the safety.
Yeah, Perry Hand, the linebacker, dropped back in coverage on that one too.
Pretty good pocket. They tried to make him feel a little uncomfortable, and there is that's a huge play right there. That's 6.
Not a lot of experience in that secondary for UMS.
No, a lot of new kids in there, including Tanner, who just made a really good football play.
Now, Joe Lott blocked a couple of kicks last year. And good kick, booming. Won by Ginsburg, and Taylor does a good job to hold on to that one as he kind of lost his footing all the way back to the 30. 42-yard punt. And he had to get that one off quick because the pressure was coming.
Yeah, this thing has settled down. That was a slugfest the first time St. Paul's had the ball, but only one side was slugging. Now they're starting to trade back and forth a little bit. Again, I would expect, especially their own territory, sort of get their own 30, but this guy's really an athlete. I know they have designed runs for him, not just quarterback draws, but things that can get him to the edge.
And this isn't the UMS offense we've been used to seeing under Terry Curtis for 24 of his 25 years.
It's all because of number 1.
Yep. Trouble with the snap. Gives it off to Wills, and again the freshman linebacker Abrams in there, but just that right there, little bobble on the exchange, throws off the timing.
Yeah, and Wills is tough, isn't he? I mean, he's not a first guy, knocks him down for sure.
Played wide receiver for this team last year, and he's big, 6'2", 200 pounds.
Yeah, he runs big.
Gets 4 there on first down.
How about this crowd tonight?
Huge on both sides. Everybody's been waiting for high school football season to get started. Right back to Wills up the middle, and he's going to be about a yard short. We'll give him 5 on second down there. Third, we'll call it 2 officially. Boy, just can't emphasize how great it feels right now compared to what we were expecting the temperature to be this game. Nice breeze, cloud cover came in, and well, it made it a beautiful night for football here on the Gulf Coast. Watt, snap goes through his legs, and Wills picks it up, and it's going to go all the way back to the 35. You know, looked like he went a little bit on a hard count again there, maybe trying to get it a draw on offside, but then trouble with the exchange, and they go backwards.
A really good play. He's not been under center much at all tonight, right? So he's under center. First start as a quarterback, and again, he's a great athlete, but he has not played quarterback in some time, and it's showing. Was that play going to work? We'll never know.
But Saints defense got something to do with it as well. They'll put 10 on the line of scrimmage here. High snap. Taylor, good kick up, and a fair catch called for at the 38. So now we're getting some good defensive muscle flexing going on here on this one. Saints get it back about the 40 with a 7-0 lead.
At halftime in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW, Local 505. They're the sponsor of our halftime show, which will be...
The 251 loves the 505.
Absolutely.
Happy to have them a part of our...
Let me think about what that just meant.
Broadcast. The Saints. Back here at the 39. Frazier will get 3.
I think you want to try that again before it gets away from you. They ran the ball so effectively that first drive. There was really penalties that extended the drive both ways.
Not seeing the push not as dramatic on the offensive line.
No, what we saw on the first few snaps, first maybe 5-6 snaps, was especially the left side of that offensive line doing big damage to UMS-Wright.
Yeah, McCula in there, 6 foot, 244 pounds. Quick out to the far side, able to get that one complete across midfield. And a Saints first down as Walter Hensley has his first catch of the night, and it's a Roof Doctor chain moving pitch and catch from Bird to Hensley.
Got a lot of very confident athletes on this team. Good screen, good blocking, wide receiver blocking out there. Excellent job.
So easy for that receiver to hold on the edge on that block.
You have to execute it, not get called for that.
The junior with his first catch of the night and first catch of the season as we approach 5 minutes to go. Saints scored on their opening drive, and since then, nothing. Little tap pass back to Frazier. And he's up to the 41. Picks up 6. Yeah. That was a little more your Globetrotter.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something very similar. And look at the blocking scheme. He catches that ball.
And that's Abrams, the freshman linebacker, in their
blocking.
Yeah. Now they'll both come out.
So usually those things just keep on rolling toward the sideline, but he cut it back immediately as if that's the play design.
Roderick shoots in at tailback now, and he is a speedster. And he'll get the handoff, and he turns the corner, and looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. And we've got a little scouting report on him before the game that he's got some wheels.
Yep.
And it's a Roof Doctor first down.
Have those pregame conversations intentionally. Make sure you're talking to the right people that know something.
Okay, now they can't decide. Yep. We said it was a first down.
Yeah.
Chain.
That should have been enough.
The side judge said, no, it's not a first down. The referee said, dang it, it's a first down. Move it. Back inside, able to give that one off, and another first down is Frazier. Moves it up to the 23.
Talk about Frazier all you want on this play, but that was blocking again. He never had a break stride at all. Accelerated from the very start, and he was 10 yards downfield.
Picked up 14. And he'll stay in the backfield. Estes matching up against Charlie Scott to the bottom of your screen. Johnston there as well. Frazier does a little dancing in the hole, tried to spin back, and UMS did a good job to close that one down. McGinley in there for the Bulldogs. Also Thomas Arundel.
Pretty good penetration right there.
Arundel, good job to stay with that play. And
yeah.
finish it off, no gain. Arundel played a fair amount last year for the Bulldogs. Now starts that outside linebacker position. His dad, John, a big watcher of Friday Night Rivals for a lot of years here in Mobile. Near side, that one, oh, good read. Coming up there, Charlie Scott saw that one. He was trying to get through to bust that one up, and might have been the best thing for the Saints. That one ended up incomplete because it looked like that might have been a interception with a lot of green grass in front of Charlie Scott there.
These cornerbacks are going to get tested tonight, I guarantee you. Great safety play, saved a score earlier tonight.
A 3rd and 10 at the 24, and they bring Frazier out. And they'll keep Shoots in the backfield. Play clock inside 5 now. Shoots on the right side, and he gets up to about the 16. It'll move the Saints into the Dr. Pepper maroon zone, but it'll bring up a 4th down. So Saints with just 1 timeout left. See if they can decide to hand Barnett. He's going to try to decide if he's going to. I think he's going to wait and take a. He's going to wait and take a field goal. I think, or decide if he wants to take the field goal. Let the clock run down. He's happy to shorten the half here, but he's not going to take it until the play clock winds all the way down. And now he'll take his final timeout with 1:34 left. It'll be a decision coming up for Coach Barnett and the Saints. They lead 7-0 late in the second here on Friday Night Rivals. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper. See Coach Ham Barnett. Called that timeout, his last one here. Looks like he's going to keep his offense out here on the field on 4th and 3 from the UMS 16. Now they put Bird, split him out. Come to Johnston on the far side, and going to be enough for the first down. So they come out of the timeout and they go the direct snap, and Roof Doctor's first down. Split Bird out to the wide side and go right to Johnston, and he goes to the boundary and got just enough for the first down. Up to the 11-yard line are the Saints. Frazier back there with Bird, and Frazier up the middle, dives down to about the 6. And the Saints deep in the Dr. Pepper maroon zone here. Now they'll go a little hurry up. Right back to Frazier, sidesteps. Down to about the 2. And the Saints will continue with this up-tempo here. Clock running. Frazier dances, falls in for the Saints touchdown. Impressive drive by the Saints. They convert on 4th and 3, and then go a little up-tempo. And see big Asher Hale there, blowing the Bulldog defenders back. And now Ginsburg coming on for the PAT here, and a flag before that one is snapped. Give a chance to tell you about that. Touchdown brought to you by UMS Calvert. Innovation to the steel, strengthened by people, now hiring at UMSCalvertjobs.com. So penalty against UMS, and see if that changes up Ham Barnett's thinking here. Does he go for 2 with half the distance, or does he just let his solid kicker Ginsburg knock it in again? This one from even shorter. So it looks like they'll just settle for the PAT attempt here. Bird to hold, with just 28 seconds left in St. Paul's. Has now built the lead to 14-0 here at UMS. Impressive drive late here in the second quarter. And they build their lead to 2 scores. UMS will get it to start the second half, but we still have 28 seconds to go here, and all 3 timeouts for UMS-Wright. Coming up before our halftime show, Dan Brennan will be down on the field to catch up with Coach Ham Barnett. And Wills and Taylor back deep. For the Bulldogs, Elliott Thompson, one of the guards, right guard there for the Saints, getting a big slug of water. He earned it after that drive in that offensive line. Bouncing squig kick. Wills takes it back at the 3. Wills upended at the 20. Great open field tackle. Cooper Estes. And let's see what the Bulldogs do with 21 seconds left here in the half. We talked about Estes earlier being a guy that's tough to tackle in open space. Well, he just made a great open field tackle. So back at the 22. Offense had struggled here in the first half. We'll see if Terry Curtis has Joe Lott take a shot. McMahon to the bottom of the screen. Give it off to Wills. And Wills up to about the 29. And looks like Terry Curtis is going to be happy to let this clock run out and go talk to his team at halftime. An impressive first half for the Saints. On top by 2 scores. Scored on their opening drive and on their last possession here in the half. Bookend touchdowns.
Let me know when
And Dan Brennan is down on the sideline with Ham Barnett.
Thank you, Jim. Ham Barnett, head football coach. I don't know what else you could ask your team to do there in the first half. They did it.
Yeah, we talk about being physical, being tough, and having that mindset. And I reminded them throughout that first half, that's why we work out, that's why we do the things we do, that's why we make it hard on them, so we can have a half like that. But it's not done. I know they got a good team over there, so we gotta have a better second half.
Ham, what's the message at halftime?
Stay on the throttle, all right? Choke them out. That's what we're gonna do. We want to stay on the throttle and win the second half.
Good performance. We'll see you soon, maybe after the game.
That's right, I hope so.
Okay. Jim, back to you.
Halftime, 14-0, Saints on top.
This is the IBEW Local 505 halftime show.
This is bragging rights in its physical form. Last year we did a trophy, and on behalf of Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper, we are so pleased to be partnered with the UTV 44 again this year for the Friday night rival games.
So at the end of each game, the winning team, can you imagine the outburst of emotion when they see that?
And it's a heavy belt too, so I hear it is crocodile or alligator or something.
Yeah.
And
Poor Devil's no longer with us, I can tell you that.
And it is on behalf of Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. That's the belt the team will receive. Right now, it looks like St. Paul's has got a hand up on that. Jim, back to you.
The following segment is sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Well, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper this year is super excited about. Now, we had some really cool trophies last year with the Dr. Pepper helmet, the antique bottle that we've given away. I think we've stepped our game up this year. We are transitioning into a belt that we have done. It's a wrestling belt. It is alligator skin red with a big gold belt buckle. And the only regret I have is I ordered just enough to have these custom made for the amount of games we had. I'm super disappointed I didn't keep one for myself this year, but it's no ding against what we had last year, but I think the kids are really gonna enjoy this one. The coaches are gonna love it, throwing that belt over their shoulder. And this year is the Coca-Cola Friday Night Rival Battle of the Belt.
This is the IBEW Local 505 halftime show.
Heads of the school at UMS-Wright, Doug Barber. We'll talk to him in just a moment. And, of course, Mr. McDonald with St. Paul's, a longtime friend. Good to see you, my man.
It's great to see you.
Congratulations on your elevation through the ranks.
Thank you.
Talk about some of the good things happening at St. Paul's.
First and foremost, we got the St. Paul's family back together last week, started school. It was a blessing to us. We're a huge family. Got new curriculums in place, brand new science labs in place, new engineering curriculum in place. So really things are going great. STEM's going in a bigger direction for us. It's something that's very important. But the big thing is just our family, the love of the Saints.
Yeah, and that place is growing. It's not going backwards, is it?
No, we're not. We're only elevating. Only elevating. That's it.
Good to see you again. Doug Barber, how are you?
I'm great, brother.
Let's talk about UMS-Wright. Always great things happening there. And you come back, I think we've got a new gym floor. Is that what I saw there?
Yeah, we actually had, I think it's the last time we can sand that floor, so it looks really, really good. So took it all the way down and looks great. We moved in January into a new dining hall, the David J. Cooper Dining Hall. So it's about 600 students. So that's been a real plus for us. So excited for Dr. McDonald. He's a longtime friend of mine. I'm so excited for him and for the direction that he'll take St. Paul's. You know, and I'm thankful that this city has two schools like UMS and St. Paul's. I think it does a great deal for our overall city, for people looking at, relocating here.
It's recruitment. It's part of recruitment.
It absolutely is. And, both schools are really, they do a great job of staying within their mission. And look, this is a great night for us. First game, 10th game, 7th game. But it's a great way to kick off the season. So we're down, but you know it's
Not out.
Not out yet, I don't think. So
Thanks for having us here again.
Absolutely. Good to
You
have
got
you,
it.
sir.
Doug Barber, UMS-Wright, and we will send it back to Jim.
Mitchell with time. Going again, looking for Butler Brown. Over the shoulder grab. Butler Brown inside the 20 to the 10. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Earl, good blocking, shot blocking for him. This quarterback, he's going to cut back. Oh, beautiful run, C.J. Earl.
With time, over the middle, has a man there. He'll take it in for the touchdown.
Joshua Reese is sacked. John Michael Crudup gets home. And Mount Juliet gets the football back with 1:48 left.
Kind of scrimmage and walking up on the snap.
Brady back, throws off his back foot. This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by number 10. Stayed on his feet after a missed tackle and will take it to the house. Touchdown.
Four-man rush. McIntyre into heavy coverage and intercepted.
Ronald Jackson back to throw, looks towards the end zone for Adams. Oh, did he make a catch? He did. Look at that. One-handed catch on the seat of his pants into the end zone for a Western Illinois touchdown.
Halftime here at UMS, Battle of Old Shell Road in Mobile, Alabama. St. Paul's with a 14-0 lead over the Saints. They scored bookend touchdowns on their first possession and on their last possession.
Yeah, that last possession was big, wasn't it, Jim? I happened to be down on the sidelines when they punched it in there, and just a dominant rushing performance in the first drive of the game and the final drive of the game.
We saw Tate Johnston move in at quarterback on that 4th and 3 after the timeout, and that was big. Pass along some scores. Of course, Fairhope with a big win over Spanish Fort last night, and 17-14 there. Foley leads Prattville 21-8 right now. McGill on top of Montgomery Catholic 7-0. Mary G. rolling, picking up right where they left off last year on top of Williamson 34-0 in the second quarter. How about this one? Baker leads Theodore 15-0 in the first quarter.
Ooh.
Faith Academy all over Jefferson Davis 36-8. 7-6 Lipscomb leads Saraland. So just a pair of field goals for Sparty so far in that big matchup that's over on ESPN. But I know you're watching, most people watching this one, DVRing that one, going to watch it later.
That's exactly what I'm doing, by the way.
Me too. Me too. Baldwin County leads Davidson 13-7 in the second. Had a scoreless game at the half between Orange Beach and Milton right now. And the floor leads Chickasaw by a score of 12-6. Big win for Daphne last night. Beat Murphy by a score of 19-0. Gulf Shores with a big win over St. Michael last night. Of course, we got a big one in Mobile tomorrow. Viger and Blunt. Big battle. We got Scholastic athletes here at the half as well. Andy Citron and all his great groups do such a great job. Going to give away $5,000 scholarship at the end of the season. We'll tell you about that after a timeout here at UMS. St. Paul's on top 14-0 here at the half. Friday Night Rivals brought to you by Dr. Pepper, and one of our traditions we have here each and every Friday night. Take a look at Scholastic Athletes, brought to you by our friend Andy Citron, Dan.
Yeah, we've got one tonight, and she is a very special one. She's a swimmer here at UMS, here at St. Paul's, I should say. We're on the St. Paul's side of the stadium here at UMS right tonight. And her name is Harper McLean, 12th grader, GPA 4.3. That's the way to do it. She's, again, I said a swimmer, and a very good one. She's got honors like the NHS, Art Club, Headmaster's List, St. Paul's Peer Tutoring. Very nice.
She's a founding member of that.
She is a founding member of that. That's a fact. And now her future plans, hopes to swim in college and major in pre-law or biology.
I mean, our old majors.
She can do it all. Very nice young lady. Met her down on the sidelines, in fact, and she's happy with this lead that the Saints have here at the half, 14-0.
Yep, congratulations to Harper. And thanks to Andy Citron, injury attorneys, $5,000 scholarship at the end of this season. And Kenny, Dan said earlier, been doing that since 2016 here on our Friday night broadcast, where the highlights in the first half were all St. Paul's on the first drive. Yeah, you bring in, moving the ball up and down the field, you bring in the big linebacker and slip him out of the tight end position for the pitch and catch from Bird, and Jones with the reception.
Anthony Jones, yeah.
And then Frazier bangs it in here, and it really, like you were down on the sideline there, saw some up-tempo in that drive from the Saints.
It was very interesting. I mean, and they had UMS, you know, you love the art of boxing, right? You got a guy on the ropes.
Yep.
You attack, and that's exactly what they did in that last 30 seconds or so down on the sideline.
We got just 3 first downs in the first half for UMS, and time of possession tilted toward the Saints side there as well. The penalties were sloppy early, then it kind of cleaned up there. I don't know if we had any in the second quarter. In the first quarter, they were sloppy, and then going back that last drive too. How about Ham Barnett has a chance, chip shot field goal there, 4th and 3. It says takes the time, lets the clock run down, manages the clock, says no, we're gonna go for it here, and went and put Johnston in at the Wildcat and converted it.
Not only got it, but had a plan to get it in afterwards, right? Here's the really hard part. And that team, I'll tell you, down on the sidelines, you could tell. I mean, there was a lot of emotion on that St. Paul side. They've just got a lot of weapons, a lot of different players they use in different ways. Almost things are designed specifically for that talent, that player. UMS is a solid ball club. I don't see that same sort of a situation on the sidelines there for them.
All right, we'll take our final break here before we come back to start quarter number 3. St. Paul's will kick it off to UMS, and the Saints on top by a couple of scores. There's the head coach of the Bulldogs, Terry Curtis, down by a score of 14-0. His offense just didn't really get much going there in that first half. They'll get the ball back to start things off here in the third.
Again, Joe Lott is their guy, but it's his first starting quarterback. So, bit of jitters. They had a 3rd and short. Probably going to get it. Fumbled a snap. Had a lot of little plays that really determine the way this game has gone.
Just haven't gotten any rhythm going.
No.
I mean, just no. And part of that, too, not just, maybe a young man making his first start. The team in white's playing pretty good defense.
They've got a freshman safety that is one of the headlines here today. Would you not agree?
Absolutely.
They've got good personnel, coached up very well. Ham Barnett said we got to keep after him. Don't know if you're able to hear the halftime conversation we had with the head coach of St. Paul's, but he said, we know UMS, we know who they are, and we know we've got to finish this thing and keep playing and try to wear them down. UMS gets it first.
Ginsburg with a big leg. And the crowd has been all St. Paul's fans making the noise here tonight.
Yeah.
Wills and Taylor back for the Bulldogs. A lot of questions coming in this year. How are you going to fill the hole that Cole Blaylock left for this UMS-Wright?
Wills has been tough, but it's not been Blaylock. Who could be?
Wills at the 1. Now across the 10. He's dropped at the 13-yard line, and there's Abrams, the freshman linebacker, again in on special teams to make the stop.
Boy, they're feeling it right now, aren't they? I mean, they are just feeling it.
And so now you've got your opponent pinned back at their own 17.
Wills and Joe Lott design runs. That's what I'm looking for.
And we'll start quarter number 3 with the handoff to Wills. Fight ahead for 2. Good penetration by the Saints on that one. Stone, the safety, was up there and run support. Jones was there. Jones, the starting sophomore, already offers from UAB, Jacksonville State, Marshall. A lot of people say, well, 24/7 Sports says he's going to be the #1 player in Alabama in the 2026 class.
Yep.
Big declaration as a sophomore. 130 tackles last year, 15 sacks, 20 tackles for loss. Lott pitches it back at some misdirection, and now Wills cuts it up the left side. He's going to push ahead, and he's going to have a Roof Doctors first down. First time we've seen that one tonight.
Yeah, and that was a nice cut by Wills, too, realizing the speed of St. Paul's. When he was able to find the seam, Jim, he did what a good inside runner does, and he just took it, and he's going to move the chains. Nice job. Yeah, first time we've seen that play.
Seeing that number 14 reminds you of all the great plays Preston Dial made wearing number 14. His dad watching the game in Hawaii tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, logging on to UTV44.com and watching the broadcast. Maybe enjoying a Mai Tai while he does so.
Maybe.
First down for the Bulldogs. Now they'll send Taylor out in motion. Lott on the keeper, who just a hand on his ankle from behind there. Looked like he had a little something, and one of the Saints, might have been McLeod, who you pointed out earlier, got a reach in there to slow down Lott.
Yeah, while the Saints were slowly going downfield for the touchdown, happened to be on the sideline for the halftime festivities. You could see the defense on the sideline really, really pumped up for St. Paul's. They're both sides of the ball playing very well.
Elliott splits out to the bottom of the screen for the Bulldogs, seeing a lot of good chemistry through the offseason. Lott on the keeper, looking to get to the corner. White jerseys there, and the football knocked out of his hands as he crossed over to the boundary.
There was a design run I was looking for. Try to get him to the boundary, try to get him to the corner, and use that speed.
Yeah, Noah Abrams.
Yeah, they're just too many swift bodies in white.
Yeah, that was 3 against 1 on the edge there. Abrams was one who punched it out from behind, a little Peanut Tillman peanut punch from behind. Knocked it loose. And
how would you remember that?
3rd and 1. You notice I don't make a lot of Bears offensive references.
Very true.
3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Lott to Wills, a little stutter step, and he's going to get the first down and push ahead, trying to get to the 45. They are hard-earned yards for Wills tonight.
You know, agree. And Wills, he's up to it. He's up to the task. You think about it. If they're able to manufacture a drive here with a score at the end of it, got a football game.
Yep. Talking about Billy Dial watching in Hawaii. Just got a text you might have heard. Chris Haley watches all of our games on Friday nights, lives over in Point Clear. He's in Spain, watching the game in Spain. Never misses Friday Night Rivals international broadcast tonight.
I love it.
Elliott in motion. Lott looks to turn the corner. Now we'll see his speed burst through, and he'll pick up 9 here. And the Bulldogs are into St. Paul's territory up to the 44.
Yeah, very methodical. No big chunk plays just yet, but that's what they're shooting for right here, because Lott's got that kind of speed. Look at the acceleration.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a gap there, and he was able to split through, and they're going to give him the first down. Actually, he'll give him 10 as he fell forward and touched the 45. So fresh downs for Lott and the Bulldogs.
First possession of the second half, UMS-Wright is doing their thing here.
Wills does it again, and Wills is going to pick up close to another first down. Seeing something on that left side, maybe.
Yeah, that's where they've gone the last couple of plays. Good kick out block.
Ooh, violent throwdown there by Jones, a 6'3", 230-pound sophomore, and good for another first down. This drive is already eaten up, pushing in on 4.5 minutes to start quarter number 3. Watt on the keeper now. He changes direction. Wants to get out to the far side. And good open field stop over there. Cade Horton, 35 tackles and 7 interceptions last year as a junior. Was able to bring down Watt on that one.
Big play. Watt changes direction. If he gets that corner, got a different ball game.
Second and 7 here. Denton and McMahon to the right. Taylor in the backfield, now hard count. By a lot, there was movement by the Saints first, then UMS moved. Well, good. Picks up 5 easy ones there, bring up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, St. Paul's offense sitting on their hands, waiting to get in the game, get the ball back.
Yeah, as you were saying, you know, get a drive here, and suddenly it's a 1-score game, and you've eaten up almost half of the third quarter.
Yep.
2nd and short for UMS. Wills with that upright running style. Falls ahead up to the 21. And that'll move the chains again for UMS.
Running right at him. Terry said before the game, we visited with him, he said, that's our plan. It's a big group to run at.
Yep. They hadn't been able to do it super effectively up until this drive. This drive started back at the 17. And they're knocking on the Dr. Pepper maroon zone. Watt with the fake, steps up, looking for the corner, fires it up, and it's over the head of Taylor. Good coverage back there. Hasn't been a lot of open looks downfield for Lott and his receivers tonight.
He is almost exclusively thrown into double coverage nearly every time.
You get a heat timeout here. And we'll take a break with them halfway through the third. UMS driving, but St. Paul's still on top. 14-0, just as they were at the half. St. Paul's have dropped their past couple in this matchup to UMS, looking to reverse that trend here tonight. They're almost always tight games between these two schools.
1-score game last year. Turnovers played a big role in that. 21-14. UMS was able to pull it out, but a very tightly contested game.
Yeah. 2nd and 10.
No room for error for the Bulldogs right here.
If you're UMS, you're like, you gotta come away. You gotta come away with points on this drive here to get some momentum on that side of the ball too.
Yep, I agree.
Watt ducks in under center. Again, the fake, lots of time in the pocket. Jones gives chase, and now he's going to catch him from behind and bring him down.
Yeah, Jones comes blitzing off the left side. Lott sees it, tries to get away, but Jones too rangy and too physical.
And again, nobody open for Lott to throw the ball to downfield.
Right.
He's got time.
Yeah, good job by St. Paul's turning him back in and allowing the big Jones guy to wrap him up, take him to the ground.
A loss of 1. Jones will get credited with the sack, and now flag from the side judge. Maybe a sideline warning, maybe. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No harm there on 3rd and 9. You would think 2-down territory here. Kingston fans, a good kick, but I think for UMS, you don't feel a field goal is going to get you back in this one right now?
You know, I don't. You take what you could get, I suppose, but St. Paul's offense by the end of that first half was really kind of owning the field, right?
Almost a 7-minute drive here on 3rd down. Watt on the designated keeper, cuts it back up the middle. He's only going to get maybe 2. 4th down coming up.
They've done a great job of hemming him up. Very good athlete, a guy that can break it big. Just hasn't happened so far tonight.
Yeah, hasn't been in the open field with the ball in his hand all that often.
Of course, a quarterback draw right up the middle. You're asking for bodies to be around you. I guess that was really not so much a quarterback draw, just a reaction to coverage downfield.
4th and 5 with play clock now at 10. Big play in the game here, Dan Brennan.
Yeah, probably a timeout coming up here. That's how big it is.
They're in the maroon zone. They get the snap off. Lott with pressure. Tries to break free, hops forward. But he is going to be short of the 1st down. And St. Paul's is going to come up with a stop. Well, now UMS is saying, oh, maybe we got it, but St. Paul's was certainly reacting like they had the stop on the far. And they do. They come up with a stop. There was not much there again.
Result 1 on 11, Jim. Joe Lott not quite able to get there.
Play clock was down to 1. Lott tried to get out to the outside, broke free of the 1 tackle, but Oliver Cross had him, but came up with a stop. And so the well-rested St. Paul's offense will come out on the field. Right up the middle, Frazier. Will pick up 10, and that's a 1st down.
Frazier, 15 carries, now 70 yards, and he's as good as advertised, and he's only a sophomore, but that offensive line is really doing a great job up front.
So UMS goes over 7 minutes on that drive and comes up empty. Now they try to get it to Johnston on the near side, and he'll be driven out of bounds by Holston. They tried that a couple of times. They just haven't been able to stretch to get the boundary against this UMS defense.
Good discipline by UMS-Wright. And what's new about that? Not much. He got banged that time, Johnston.
Fred Riley wants to point out that he is watching the game from the continental United States tonight, not an international watcher. So that's we appreciate that, Coach Riles.
I've been to Riley Estate on the fringes of Fairhope, Alabama.
Fringes. Up the middle, breaking a tackle is Frazier, and he's going to have another St. Paul's 1st down up to the, took Dan Brennan's breath away, up to the 36.
Actually, it did. Watch his blocking again up front. Bang, right there. And Kaplan Reed, the linebacker, got popped, and that gave Frazier the room to pick up another 10 yards or more.
Up to the 36 as we're nearing 2.5 to go in the 3rd. Back to Frazier. Frazier wrapped up, Perry Hand, the sophomore. Coming up with a stop there. Not sure what all the whistles were for after that one. Now we got more people checking in. I've got to meet a guy this winter up in Bruton. I spent a lot of time in Bruton, Dan Brennan, up at various hunting camp. You know me how long?
Oh, yeah.
I've been to one up there now. But Mike Egerton, who said, I watch every Friday night. Every Friday night. Was excited to meet him. Text me. Watching UMS and St. Paul's from Bruton tonight.
Love it.
Checking in from the hunting camp. Why not up there in Bruton? Frazier. Nothing there. Bulldogs stood him up.
Dogs have had the answer the last 2 snaps. No quitting this bunch.
Holston
was
in there. Yeah, that
young
was
burner right there, right?
Shoots
can go.
Actually gets pushed back for a couple there, so 3rd and 9. For the Saints, they scored on their first drive of the game and got one right before halftime, and that's where we're at now. Jim Cox, Dan Brennan on the campus of UMS-Wright here in Mobile. Bird fires over the middle. It's dropped. Wow, had it. Would have been a first down right at midfield, and Thompson unable to hold on to that one.
Yeah, I think the fact he had to go down, had to go to his left his feet to try and get it. You'll see that a lot. Players, once their feet go out from under them, it's hard for those arms and hands to work properly. Not a bad throw by Bird.
Yep. Taylor back in a end over end kick, and Taylor gets away from that one. And again, good job by Ginsburg. Sometimes just getting that punt off. Just get it off and don't let the game flip on a wonky special teams play.
And it would.
Yep.
That's exactly what Ginsburg is thinking. You can see most punters on other teams are coached up to just get it out of there. Lott back on the field after a good drive, just did not end the way they wanted.
So as Dan said, yeah, UMS with a long drive just didn't result in any points. Back again to Wills and huge penetration. Ben Robinson, the junior, read that one the whole way for the Saints, and he comes up with a big stop, driving Wills back.
Just beat his blocker. Gets in there. Well, actually, he doesn't over pursue. That's what he does. He's not really blocked on the play. He just has got his head up.
Read his keys.
Read his keys and bang.
Loss of 6 on the play in 2nd and 16. And when your offense has been kind of challenged tonight, now you get back deep behind the sticks. The compounding effect. Low snap. Lott able to get it. He's going to be short of the original line of scrimmage, and 3rd and long will come up to start quarter number 4 here at UMS. The Saints on top by a score of 14-0. They've been stingy on defense all night. And UMS will face a 3rd and long to start quarter number 4 from Mobile. Coming up after this.
Welcome back. By the way, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office provides a challenging and interesting job opportunity for one and all. We appreciate them being part of our broadcast tonight. Wendy's, if you want to be this week's Wendy's Giant of the Week, you can be. You can log on to mynbc15.com and find out how.
Got to be a player in the viewing area, right?
You do. You got to be a player. And also, thank you very much. Our halftime show was brought to you by International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 505, proud sponsor of the IBEW Local 505 halftime show.
There you go. So we start the 4th. 3rd and 13. Terry Curtis trying to get something going on offense for his Bulldogs, and Ham Barnett and that Saints defense.
About 140 yards of total offense for the Bulldogs so far tonight. Not much.
And nothing in a big chunk. Lott steps up. Now he's going to have a chance up the near side. Look at Joe Lott going across midfield inside the 40. Still on his feet. Makes a move at the 20. 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. 74 yards, and UMS is right back in this one.
That is a special athlete right there. That was a special athlete showing you what he can do. Boy, he's got some. He's just smooth, Jim. That's not just speed. That's just a smooth athlete right there. Everybody, the whole field is gone right there. Everybody, all the patterns went to the right.
And then finishes it.
He finishes it untouched.
Boy, got to feel such almost a relief for him to make a big play.
Yeah, I mean, he's been waiting all night to do it. First play of the fourth quarter, he does do it. And suddenly, with a PAT, we've got a one-score game.
Things tighten up a bit here. 14-7. 74 yards. Joe Lott gets the UMS back in this one as he takes it to the house, his first score of his senior season here on Friday Night Rivals. Just said not many chunk yards for UMS here tonight, and suddenly that changed the stat sheet a bit.
It did. I was just looking at that right now. Joe Lott now 15 carries, 137 yards. What a play.
Take a look here, and it's just this is what he gives you.
Well, I think there's also the design. He's probably aware of that design. Every pattern was to the middle of the field or beyond, to the right. And once he saw all that green grass, he just knew what that meant to him.
Yeah, once he
it
saw,
wouldn't mean it to me or you.
No. Also, when he saw the numbers on the back of the, when you see
Yep.
those DBs with your numbers to you.
Oh, yeah.
Take off running. Fan. And now the Saints try to answer back as Horton gets it in the ball. Came loose at the end. UMS, now the officials have not made a call yet here. St. Paul's will keep it. He'll go back to that last touchdown. That was an AMS Calvert touchdown. AMS Calvert Innovations of Steel, strengthened by people now hiring at AMSCalvertjobs.com. Let's watch here right at the end of this one. Oh yeah, he was definitely down. Scoring drive for the Bulldogs. They had that big long play, the drive that took up over 7 minutes, didn't do anything. This time, just 3 plays, buck 13, and Joe Lott with the score. And now the UMS defense closes in on Frazier there on first down.
A lot of penetration on first down. Watch the UMS-Wright defense. St. Paul's not all day long, but there have been a number of drives where they have owned the line of scrimmage. They didn't own it right.
And now UMS with a chance to get good field position here with Taylor standing back at his own 35. Pressure, another good kick. Taylor has that one go over his head. Did he touch it? He's able to fall on. I'm not sure he touched it the first time.
Not sure either.
But the way he went after it made you think maybe he did.
Yeah, and he was going to take no chances. Also, there is a breeze, and that kick was really high in the air. He tried to just get it out of there as quickly as he could. Ended up getting a lot of height on that one, and that really affected it with the wind swirling most of the night tonight.
All right, want to thank Greer's for being a part of Friday Night Rivals. They've been with us a long time.
Yeah, proud longtime sponsor of our starting lineups, serving the community for 107 years.
And if there would have been Friday Night Football 107 years ago on TV, they would have been right there for us.
I'm sure they would.
Some people look at Lott plows ahead. One of the UMS players lost, oh, that was a St. Paul's player, lost his helmet, so Cabe Gamble will have to go out for a play.
Also, the United States Coast Guard, proud to sponsor this presentation of colors at each Friday Night Rivals. Had that earlier today, of course. To learn more about career opportunities, you can do that online at gocoastguard.com.
3 minutes gone in the fourth. Jim Cox, Dan Brennan, our great Friday Night Rivals crew here. Tonight, 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Now, Wills dropped it. Boy, that was, he just dropped it.
Unforced error.
Yeah. Wills was a wide receiver on this team last year. Now 3rd and 7 coming up.
Wills had a good night. 15 carries, 80 yards. Some tough runs.
Yep. Of the grinding variety.
Oh, yeah. Battering.
All right. 3rd and 7. Wills comes back. He'll take the handoff. They go right back to him. He's going to be short of the first down. That was a good job again by Noah Abrams. Didn't really make the tackle, but he got in there to bounce him back inside where he had the support. And Javoris Stone, who's played really well from that safety position tonight. 4th and about 3 here for the Bulldogs. And Terry Curtis. Now he's going to put Joe Lott back to punt. Not so much. Deep shotgun, quick kick here maybe. High snap. Oh, got it super high as it was almost blocked, and a fair catch was called for. Wow. Camden Taylor got
I mean,
right up in there on Horton.
I think you got to give the player a little room. I know you're doing college, so it could be different at the high school level.
That was almost blocked. That was a high snap that Lott needed all 6'3" to climb the ladder to go get.
Yeah, and then penetration made him just kick it out of there quickly as he could, and that was another rocket shot. All right, couple of things here. 7 minutes to go in the game, 7:15. St. Paul's has got the ball. They've got the offensive line to create some push, and they've got good field position, and they've got a 7-point lead.
To the outside, Frazier into UMS territory at the 48, picks up.
That's what the doctor ordered right there, right, Jim?
Yep.
Positive yards on first down.
Stays in bounds.
Stays in bounds. Yep, good point. Stays in bounds despite the run going to the sideline, to the boundary, and does a good job. UMS playing their heart out.
Both teams really competing all night. Just the one big explosive play from either side, more methodical, as you said. And both defenses just not allowing much.
Yeah.
Frazier up the middle will get 4 and bring up 3rd and 1 here as we approach the halfway point.
Bulldog defense has been tough. You get the feeling there's a big play in the St. Paul's offense too. Looks like this one's coming back.
I didn't even see the flag.
Nor did I.
So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Kind of take back everything we said.
Yeah. Ben, since really about halfway through the first quarter, it's been a very penalty-free game.
Yeah.
Should mention UMS 5A, St. Paul's 6A. St. Paul's playing in that super tough 6A Region 1 down here on the Gulf Coast. Got bounced up for competitive balance rule that makes a lot of people like myself scratch your head and go, really?
Their advancement in the playoffs last year actually kept them in 6A.
Right. They, they're a private school, so there's a enrollment multiplier. I think it's 1.15.
Might be it. And then, of course, now the new competitive component of it all.
Bumped up to 6A, but they went to the quarterfinals there last year. 3rd and 4 here for the Saints, just inside of Bulldog territory. Now they go Wildcat again. Johnston to the outside, and Johnston has got the Saints first down.
See the way they use these players and the talent that they've got on the team. And they got a lot of that, especially skill position, really all over the field. They know what Johnston can do. He's got speed, he's got moxie, he's got a nose for the first down. And he's the guy that gets the ball.
Yep. And we got a heat timeout here. Our first whistle after 6 minutes. 5.5 to go. Big first down conversion there for the Saints. They're on top by 7 with 5:26 left.
Hey, Roof Doctors, they're the sponsor of our first downs on Friday Night Rivals. If you've got a sick roof, call the doctor. Proud supporter of the student athletes of Friday Night Rivals. Also, Fast Signs. You can visit Fast Signs with locations in Mobile and in Daphne. And Herc Reynolds, their eye in the sky, providing our eye in the sky in the end zone. Herc Reynolds is a proud and long-time supporter of Friday Night Rivals.
So here we are, 5:26 left. There's our eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Right there.
Speaking of the devil.
Last report we had, just up I-65 from here. The big national broadcast going on. Saraland and Lipscomb Academy, 14-12. Lipscomb on top of Saraland. Saraland, the defending champions.
Squashing out all that speed.
6A in Alabama. Frazier got squashed on that one. Luke Lambert able to make the stop for the Bulldogs.
Terry said we're not big up front, but I think we're tough to block.
Yeah.
And for much of the night they have been.
Asher Hale's going to have to come out for a play because he just lost his bucket on that one.
Okay, yeah, if that was him, yes.
But yeah, you see St. Paul's just no hurry right now. Use that play clock.
Probably not going left with Hale's replacement in the game. Let's see exactly what they do.
Got Abrams in the backfield, and they got Schutz split out wide. See if Schutz will shift, and he does. Did he get set? They give it to him, and he lunges ahead to the 34. It'll bring up another third down, but we are closing in on 4.5 to go.
There's a tractor trailer on the. Oh, that's Hale's back. He makes his way back out to the field.
Well, you can see the speed of this sophomore they've talked about. Like you said, just a lot of weapons in white for this St. Paul squad.
Coached very well, too. Utilized very well.
Coach Barnett was the defensive coordinator at St. Paul's for 3 seasons.
Did some time in Theodore after that.
Well, I mean, he coached out there, not like a stinted, for trouble. He's just penetration.
I assume the listeners knew what I meant.
The Bulldogs.
Good job by UMS-Wright, 4th down.
Yeah, Lambert got in there, and now Tommy Stokes comes up hobbling a little bit here. So another decision here. All 3 timeouts, and I think Ham Barnett looks across the way and says, if Terry Curtis isn't going to take a timeout to stop the clock, I'll just let it roll all the way down to about 3:15 before I take a timeout and decide what I want to do here on 4th down. It's crazy. We're high atop the stands here on the beautiful campus, UMS-Wright, and we really feel a breeze. You look at the flag in the end zone.
No.
Really don't see much. We've been very thankful for the breeze that it has been.
We've also, you can tell that there has been a breeze up high because of the way the punts have reacted.
So they take their time out with 3:14.
Well coached
left.
game, Jim. Both teams well coached tonight. You got to be impressed with the grit of UMS-Wright. And then finally that big explosive play that was breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking run by Joe Lott. We were waiting and waiting, and then it came.
St. Paul's has got McGill at home next week.
McGill had a big one against
Montgomery Catholic tonight. They were leading by a score of 7-0 last I saw, and UMS goes on the road to T.R. Miller. After the timeout, so they'll bring, gonna go Wildcat with Anthony Jones. The big linebacker, 6'3", 230, snap goes over his head, all the way back to midfield, and UMS is gonna come up with great field position at the 49 on the turnover.
I don't think it was a bad snap, Jim. I think he just didn't have the concentration. Wow.
So they bring in the big sophomore linebacker who has the touchdown reception.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. And
on 4th and 2, snap goes through his hands, and it had a lot of heat on it because it went all the way back near midfield. And now UMS with the ball back, their best starting field position. Lott pulls it down on the draw. Lott looking to get to the outside, drops the shoulder, and he's going to pick up about 6.
did not get out of bounds. Clock still rolling.
See if he lost his helmet, he'll have to. Yep, he'll have to come out for a play. Let's see.
That's one of the best players in 5A's got to take a play off here.
Yeah, see what UMS does. They go a little wildcat here. Yeah, they'll go with Taylor on the direct. No, they're going to go Wills on the direct snap. 2nd and 4. Wills looked like he was going to throw it. Now he's going to pull it down, and Wills, he's going to pick up the first down. So you weren't guessing him to throw it in that situation, but he wanted to throw it.
I don't know how to explain that. I mean, that play came out of nowhere. He was just kind of filling the void for Joe Lott, who is now back in the game. He got leveled at the end of that play. What a game.
Inside 2 minutes.
We've got 4 downs all over again. And they've got Joe Lott.
And you're already thinking, do you go for 2? Lott looks to air it out to the near side. A lot of contact down there. No flags. Good coverage. Incomplete. So I like the shot there.
A lot of hand fighting here.
Yeah, I was going to say, they let him play down the near side.
A lot of hand fighting.
Cam Gable, he's been around the football a bunch for St. Paul's tonight. 2nd and 10. Joe Lott to his right. Cuts it back. Not much there, and now big 3rd down coming up from the 32 for the Bulldogs. Saraland just scored a touchdown with 2.5 to go in the 3rd to take the lead over Lipscomb Academy, 18-14, and UMS will take their first time out here. Oh, Ryan Williams just got that touchdown pass for Saraland to give them the lead. But here, 14-7 at the end of this one, we'll have our Dr. Pepper player of the game. That is far from decided at this point with how much we got left in this one, Dan Brennan.
There's no telling what's going to happen the last minute and a half here.
3rd and 5.
Yeah. 2 downs to make 5 yards and then figure out what's next. How do you tie it up, or maybe get a touchdown and go for 2 possibly?
Each team with 2 timeouts left. Put it at the far hash for the Bulldogs. Lott fakes the handoff, wants to get a little screen out of the backfield to Wills. Wills cuts it upfield, lunges ahead, and he is going to be really close. Good tackle there by Oliver Cross. And it is good for a first down. Spot confirmed, and now with 1:10 and the clock running. UMS at the 27. Lott, design run play, tries to dance ahead, and he'll fall to about the 22. And now So UMS takes a timeout. They have one left. This is terrible. At the end like this. 57.3 seconds left. St. Paul's has led the entire night. Scored in their first drive. Scored right before halftime. UMS got the 74-yard touchdown run from Joe Lott here to cut it to a one-score game. And now you got 2nd and 6. From the 23. Wills, Lott fakes to him, fires over the middle, it's tipped in the air and intercepted! Tipped and intercepted! Kenny Johnson, who had a chance at a pick earlier, comes up big to likely seal this one for the Saints. Lott was looking for Wills. And someone got a hand on it. Let's see here. No, Lott looking over the middle. And it was Noah Abrams who got his hand on it, was trying to get it to Camden Taylor. And the Saints get the huge turnover to seal this one away here tonight. UMS had won the last two. And now one. The clock continues to run here. Series is going to move all time to 23 wins for UMS-Wright, 22 for St. Paul's as the Saints get the victory here tonight. Impressive win for Ham Barnett and his crew. Open the season with a win over their rivals up Old Shell Road. (14-7) the final score. These kids, so many of them grew up together and know each other and been playing with or against each other since they were in elementary school. We'll come back and wrap things up from UMS where the Saints of St. Paul's get a win tonight here, 14-7 on Friday Night Rivals. St. Paul's with a win on Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Dan Brennan's on the field with winning coach Ham Barnett.
I love y'all.
Known you a long time, Ham. How'd that one feel?
That is the most fun win that I've ever been a part of, including state championships. Our boys have bought in, have worked their tails off. They're more physical, they're faster, they're stronger. They've done everything I've asked them to do, and I'm so proud of these boys. They deserve this.
I don't want to pick one group out in particular, but that offensive line, talk about them.
They're nasty, and I told them at halftime, we're going to keep running it behind you. And second half, first half and second half, we did that. They are monsters.
No quit in UMS-Wright, and a great play by Joe Lott.
Yeah, we knew they were going to come back and make it difficult, but I'm glad, we had that fourth down, went over Tank's head, and our guys still bowed their necks and believed. These boys love each other and believe in each other. And we
Congratulations again, man.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Yes, sir. There you go. Final score 14-7. St. Paul's with the win here tonight. Our player of the game, Anthony Jones of the St. Paul's Saints, caught a touchdown and had a big night on defense, and he's our Dr. Pepper play back down to Dan. All right, back down to Dan.
Here we go. It's a presentation from Dr. Pepper of a beautiful new prize at the end of the game.
Sure is. Congratulations, Coach. You are the winner of the first Battle of the Belt.
Thank you so much.
How about the belt?
Saints celebrate the win here tonight at UMS 14-7. Get the victory. They go to 1-0. They play McGill next week as they open up region play. UMS goes on the road at TR Miller. We'll be at Spanish Fort. More 6A Region 1 action coming up next week. We will have the matchup Spanish Fort and Blunt right here on Friday Night Rivals. So for Dan Brennan, our entire UTV 44 crew, I'm Jim Cox saying good night from UMS-Wright, where the Saints get the win over their rivals 14-7.